Welcome to Fantasy People's Court with Judge Flores. Today, Leo Bernardi versus D-League and the People. Everyone rise. Please let it be known that everyone is rising. Will Marco Sanchez please take the stand? Leo Bernardi, you're up.
Ladies and gentlemen of the court, I'd like to bid you all a good morning and good afternoon. I come to you with the most pressing of matters. I would like to accuse the defendant, Marco Sanchez, of the following crimes against humanity. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, Marco Sanchez has been begging and begging to be on this podcast. And let me tell you something. This morning, we sat down and started reviewing all the voice messages, and Marco Sanchez, once again, with the most monotonous and boring takes, I nearly fell asleep. And I was awake, sort of, but I nearly fell back asleep. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, please let it be known that Marco Sanchez is extremely boring, and he should not be asking to be on the podcast any longer. Judge, what is your verdict?
Guilty. Will Ronald Alvarez please take the stand? Leo?
Ladies and gentlemen of the court and the jury, I would like to formally accuse Ronald of being the cockiest, most stubborn, and arrogant fantasy football manager of this entire league. Not only did this man start off 0-3, or 0-2 probably, last place watch, paper champ, but now he has the audacity to say he's the best team in the entire league. Judge, what is your verdict?
Guilty. Will the final defendant please take the stand? Brian, Texas Bringus. Leo.
Ladies and gentlemen of the D-League Fantasy Football Court, I come to you with the most pressing of matters. And this is actually a very serious one. A serious crime against all fantasy football laws. Brian Bringus, as stated on the chat, has already been considering quitting the league. And I quote, "I'm finding it very hard to try any longer in this league." These are the words of a terrorist. Brian Bringus is no longer trying in this league. But not only that, he is sifting away every single one of his players in the most ridiculous and audacious trades I have ever seen in my life. 2-for-1s, where he gives away 2 players and receives 1. He gave away the best running back of the league, Devon Achane. He gave away the best wide receiver of the league in Tyreek Hill. What did he have to show for it? Perhaps some of the most lousy, uninteresting, uninspiring players I've ever seen in fantasy football. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury and the court, Brian Bringus should be given trade tariffs starting right now. Brian Bringus should not be allowed to trade. He is making every team in my division stronger because he no longer cares. And I think, if you won't disagree with me, Judge, he's doing it on purpose. He's doing it because he has a deep, profound hate towards this podcast and towards his hosts. I think Brian Bringus should not be allowed to trade and should be considered being revoked from the league for next season. Judge, what is your verdict?
Leave it to jury.
Jury, using the chat and your incredible words, please send us what your verdict is. These are very pressing matters. Ladies and gentlemen of the court, I bid you adieu.
Will everyone please rise for court George Flores? Please let it be known everyone is rising. Court dismissed.
Welcome to the D-League Podcast. I'm Leo. And
Yeah, you came in sweaty, man. Are you okay?
dude, it was a rough morning. Rough morning.
Yeah.
I had to go to court. I had to
Oh,
go present a
shit.
bunch of cases against these fools.
Oh, that's right.
It's not easy, man. It really isn't.
With these people, it's not.
No, it's not. Good morning, everybody. It was very tough to wake up today because I woke up. It was not a problem. But then Freddy started showing me all the messages that Marcos had sent him, and I straight up freaking fell asleep, bro. Like, I couldn't believe it. It was very bad. But thankfully, he showed me some messages that the Morales has sent him, and they made me laugh so much that I woke back up. So cheers to you guys, the Morales bros. You guys are very funny guys. Very amusing, almost like a clown.
They
Like two
they
little
make
clowns.
me laugh.
Yeah.
They're funny.
Like two little clowns. Yeah, definitely.
One big clown, and then one.
Yeah, one bigger clown and one like medium-sized
Medium-sized.
to small-sized clown. Yeah. Like he's wide.
Beer
He's like a wide clown.
Beer clown.
There's a beard clown, and then there's like a small buff clown. But yeah, man. Last week was interesting. You know, of course, right after any podcast where me and Freddy toot our own horns, we are.
I don't know what you're talking about. We went to space
Yeah.
on a mission to Mars.
Yeah.
I met Martians. We got laid.
Yeah.
We did a bunch of stuff. We ate Martian rocks.
Yeah.
Now I see why they call it moon rocks.
Do they?
Yeah, no. We were on Mars.
Yeah, they would be Mars rocks. Anyway, guys, let's just not beat around the bush anymore. Let's go to awards. Team of the week, Freddy. Who's your team of the week?
Stop me from saying the Dolphins. Who do you have?
Technically, it's Marcos, I guess.
It's Marcos?
Yeah, he got highest scorer, and then, he's team of the week not because he got highest scorer, because of how arrogant he has become.
Don't you think a team of the week should be somebody who had to work for it? Because, okay, I'll be honest. I'll be honest. He could have scored less and still won his game.
That's true. So it's not really like much of a achievement. I think.
So
I
you know
agree
what?
with you.
You know what else? You know what? Who I'll give team of the week to?
Who?
Bill. Bill
Okay.
beat Bringus, right? He beat last place by 6 points. That was a fight.
That is
He
a fight.
stayed out of it.
Yeah.
I would give it to
All
Bill.
right. I love it. Team of the week, Bill.
Thank you.
Best start. I'm giving best start to Ronald.
Oh.
For playing George Pickens. I have, for the
that
record.
That was a good picking.
Yeah, for the record, I have no idea who that is. I think he plays is a Steeler?
I think he's a quarterback for the Steelers.
No, it can't be no, that's Kenny Pickett.
Oh.
Wait, so who's Pickens, bro? Who's this fucking
He's
guy?
a receiver for the Steelers, man. I'm kidding.
Oh, he's also a receiver for the Steelers.
Yeah,
Okay, so yeah, it takes a bold, very almost boneheaded decision making to play any sort of Steeler. But good for you, Ronald. You played a Steeler and he gave you a bunch of points on your way to your victory against another last place watch team.
Yeah.
26 points from George Pickens. Good for you. Worst start. Pobrecito.
This is when was the last time we had a whole team as a worst start? Has that ever happened? Sean probably,
definitely
right?
has happened many times. Yeah, Sean for sure.
So now, unfortunately, Frank, you and Sean are one.
Yeah.
Last year, Sean. Well, I mean, this year, Sean too. But your team was bad this week.
Yep. I mean, it's been bad
every week,
all the weeks except for the first week. So
there is last place watch where you suck so much that you get into last place, like possibly Bringers is doing.
Mm-hmm.
But then there's just bad luck.
So you think Frank's is just bad luck?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, that's good.
Mm-hmm.
We give him the benefit of the doubt. Best bench. I want to present to you something very amusing.
Yeah, please.
Bringus has been suffering so much. He finally had a chance to win against uninspiring Bill with 136 points. Bringus had 130 points. On his bench, he had 3 players that would have propelled him to the win. Zach Moss, 33 points on the bench. Drake London, 14 points on the bench.
Oh, nice.
Dallas Goedert, 25 points on the bench. Any one of these guys could have given you those extra 6 points that you needed.
Yeah, like I said, that's last place watch material.
That's
right
last
there.
place watch material. Absolutely.
That's the reason. That is just more proof as to why he deserves it more.
Yeah. So best bench goes to Bringus bench, entire bench. Good job. Let's talk about a very, very, very smelly team brought to you by Fart Spray.
Fart Spray came up to me this morning because I farted. I had farted in my room, and since we work closely with Fart Spray, they have a little microphone that talks to me whenever they need to, and they're like, "Freddy, that was a good fart, but we got a smelly team of the week for you." And that smelly team, as fucking shitty as it smells, is Sean. Sean's team. Now, I think I know why. He has Dave's face all over it. That's a bad omen. You know, that's bad. And his name is still Dave's third team. So I think that's what's ruining him. But the problem is that you may complain that you're the highest scorer and that people score the most on you. But what is that but a bunch of shit that smells? That's some smelly shit to me, Sean. Smelly team of the week.
Thank you. And now we take it to the last place watch saga that continues. It continues being a saga. There are 3 bottom teams. 2 of which are in the same division. It just goes to show how bad that division is. And one of them is in my division. As we all know, Brian Bringus is in last place watch. Sean is in last place watch. And Frank is in last place
So
watch.
here are the standings for last place watch.
Go for it.
We have coming in at third. Excuse me. Believe it or not.
Yeah.
It's actually
It's Sean.
680.
Sean at third to last place.
Third to last. Sean, you're there. You're still there, but you're not there yet. Okay. Yet.
But you're still kind of there, just hovering.
And top two. That's what changed.
Yeah.
It used to be. It used to actually be Bringus at number one.
Yep.
But now it's Frank.
Frank is number one.
Frank
is number two.
Frank, which leaves Bringus at number two, bro. Bringus is 600 flat, 658, right? 0.58, and you have Frank at 584 points.
The lowest score of the league, I believe.
I was reading some statistics. I was doing some math, and in the history of fantasy football, that's the lowest point total for the first 5 weeks of fantasy football. I had an AI work on it.
Only 5 points behind Andy. Should we remind everybody?
Oh, yes. Andy's 2 and 3, right?
Andy's 2 and 3
Andy's
at least.
2 and 3,
yeah,
so
he's in the clear, kind of.
Yeah.
But guys, Freddie, let's not flatter these last place watch teams, especially the third and second to last place watch. You guys are literally just one result away from the other teams of just being absolute only last place watch. So get it together, guys. Any of the three of you can be last place watch extraordinaire next week.
Yeah.
All right, but I'm again, I'm just
It's like
in the words of Andy, I'm done talking about shit.
So just being second and third, being the best of the worst. I won't say it like I used to, but I'll say it's like being the smartest kid in remedial class.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. I mean, yeah. All right. So can we? Yeah, I'm done. I really don't care that much. Can we talk about results?
Results. Okay, so
what do you want to talk about first, bro? It's just very uninspiring week. I don't know what it was.
I stop, listen, hip got a western. If I reach for, hope a nigga get the message. Hope that he Christian, nigga need a blessing. Shorty back it up like she looking for direction.
So I'll start with myself, yeah.
Niggas ain't stepping.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
Okay.
I'd start with myself, yeah. Guten Tag. No, I'm just kidding. So I lost against Adrian. Another week where he had a player where he didn't start, Aaron Jones. I'm looking at it. I have 3 players from that lineup that's off my roster. It's just funny. But I don't know. I kind of blame Justin Jefferson a little bit because he probably would have gotten me the points I needed to beat him. But what am I going to do? Hey, what am I going to do when his hamstrings are like fucking prosciutto, you know? His hamstrings are built like prosciutto. And yeah, Adrian, bro. Good job.
Damn, Adrian beat you with 0 points from Aaron Jones.
Yeah.
Again. That's crazy.
All right, what about you?
My matchup was against Marcos. Marcos, of course, claiming all week, get at my level. How does it feel to lose by 100? Let me remind you, Marcos, this is the first time you're a highest scorer in the entire league. I've already been there twice. Get on my level first. Sometimes my team, my players, they need a rest. I had a lot of, Anthony Richardson, IR, Miles Sanders, low-key injured. Now Devontae Smith is off my roster. The Patriots defense are off my roster. It was a sort of uninspiring week by my team, I have to really say. And even though you did score a bunch of points and you had Jamar Chase have an outlier performance, it's not going to happen again. I'm sure of it. It's just a shame that the only time that it is going to happen, it happened against me. So, yeah, whatever, Marcos. Congratulations on beating me by 110, basically. 110 points. But you only beat me by 110 because I didn't score that much. But whatever. Fuck you. Go ahead, Freddy.
All right. We have everybody else. Dave beating Danny.
Oh, the double D-ball.
The double D-ball. It helped me out because now Danny is lower in my bracket.
Danny had one job, defeat Dave, and he did not defeat Dave.
Yeah.
He defeated Danny.
Yeah. Dave's team was whatever. He got rid of. Oh, actually, we'll talk about that later.
Yeah.
Very important.
He had a super inspiring performance by George Kittle, 27 points. Puka Nacua, 20 points. A.J. Brown, 18 points. Madison, 12 points. And Josh Allen with 28 points.
He left the Steelers on the bench.
Yeah. I guess honorable mention for worst start was his defense choice.
Oh, yeah.
But, I mean, he still won, so it's not a big deal. But I would love to understand the mentality and the philosophy of someone who thinks starting the Washington Commanders defense is a good idea.
I just feel like even the Commanders sounds racist to say. Like,
I think it's more racist
than
the original one.
Redskins.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, the Commanders. I feel like the Commanders.
What are you commanding?
What?
Why are you commanding?
When was
me?
the last time a commander was important in the United States?
When there were racism.
When racism was being fought for.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, people were fighting for that shit.
People
half of the
were
world,
fighting to be
half
racist.
of the United States.
Yeah, so I think Commander is more racist.
God damn it.
Good take. Next matchup. I want to talk about.
Oh, it's Ronald and Sean.
Ronald and Sean. Yeah, that was, I guess, the game of the week just because of the results, but that was the On Bowl. Again.
Oh, yeah, the On Bowl.
Not very turned on by it.
No, not turned on. Turned off by it.
Very turned off. Another one of my division mates won.
I work with Sean, and he just all day he's just like, yeah, but I score the most. Yeah, but I score a lot. There's no reason why I should be losing. My team looks swell. He doesn't say swell.
I'm not worried.
Yeah, he's not worried. He says, my team looks good for the future. Sean?
The future is now.
Sean, you're swimming in a fucking river of denial. And it's called denial. All right? And it's not in Africa. It's in your fucking head.
Damn. 32 points from Tyreek Hill, 20 points from David Montgomery, 24 points from Joe Burrow, finally. Sam Laporta, 19. George Pickens, 26. Broncos defense, 10. That's a boneheaded move, starting a Broncos defense. But, I mean, it worked out, I guess. So, congratulations, Ronald. A bunch of sweet performances by your team. But I hate you, and fuck you as well.
I want to nominate this last match.
There's two more matches.
Which is okay. Fine. I want to nominate this next one.
Yeah.
This next match, as
this is a last place watch bowl.
This is last place watch bowl, but not only that, it's the cutest game of the week. All right, it's Andy versus Frank.
Yeah.
It was very low scoring, considered what everybody else scores normally in the week.
Usually, low scoring games in real football are because they're two very good defenses.
Yeah, but there
are no defenses in fantasy football. It's who scores more.
So
the only defense you have in fantasy football is your own fantasy knowledge.
The moment Monday ended and we both lost, or I lost, it was oh man, you guys finally lost. I'm supposed to be Andy, by the way. Okay. This is Andy.
Yeah,
this is when I imagine Andy talking to us. This is how I imagine him sounding. I'm on the come up, man. I'm on the come up. You're losing. And I'm like, Andy, you scored 118 on Frank. you wouldn't have beaten anybody else
I don't think he would have beaten anyone else except me.
besides you.
Yeah.
So like you're boasting, but your team is not even high-ish.
So Andy just got one of those clutch wins of the season.
He got lucky. Is what he's not lucky. It's like, you know, when a shitty team has to beat the shittier team, and it's just like, guys, this is the team we've got to beat. You know, this is the team. We can't lose to this team. You know, it's an 0-8 team. And if you lose to them, you're the worst team, even though you have one win.
Yeah.
That's this game. Andy just had to do it. But it was hard for him, I think.
Yep. And then we kind of already spoke about Bill and Bringus. 6-point difference. Jalen Hurts with 28 points. Cooper Kupp is back with 19 points. Saints defense, 24 points. But that's about it, you know? Everything else bring us.
And just a minute.
Who is this? Jamison Williams, 2 points. Damian Pierce, 9 points. Atwell, 8 points.
I'm glad
Eagles defense,
that
6 points.
Bringus started Jamison Williams. It was a fucking trap.
Yeah.
And fun fact.
Just very questionable choices, and then a lot of these players are not.
It is unfortunately the start of the fall of Derrick Henry. As you can see, Tajay Spears is becoming a nice asset for teams. He's getting more work than Derrick Henry. So just want to say, Derrick Henry, this is your last year, and we're not going to see you anymore. You've been good to us.
I've never had Derrick Henry in any league ever.
I won with Derrick Henry.
Nice.
That's why I'm talking about it.
Okay, good. So let's look at the divisions really quick. In the West Ballers, Dave has propelled himself to first with that amazing luck, because it's not skill at all. It's all luck.
You lost 2 in a row, huh?
I'm in second. I lost 2 in a row.
Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
We're
I think
both 3-0 at some point.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. I have lost 2 in a row. Ronald has won 3 in a row. He's still in third place, though, under me, because he doesn't score as much as me. And then Bringus, obviously, is last. In the East Hustlers, Adrian, 3-2, and Marcos, 3-2. And then the 2 other last place watch, 1-4, 1-4. I just want to say, Marcos, the only reason that you are scraping yourself into playoffs is because you have 2 of the worst teams in your division. Like, it's nothing to be proud of. Nothing at all. Would you like to talk about your division, Central Goons?
Hey, how's it going? Central Goons. I fell to 4-1. My first loss of the season, which is okay. Because at the end of the day, Bill is 3-2, 1 game behind me, which is okay. You know, it's okay with me. Danny actually lost a game, so it propelled him backwards, actually. So it's not a propel, it's a suck. He got sucked. He got sucked down into the rankings, into the lower rankings with Andy, his brother. Damn, dude. That's some brotherly love right there. I think it's cute that they do everything together. I didn't know that they had that good of a relationship. It's looking good, guys. Looking good if we look into the playoffs. As of now, I'm still the bye week special. So is Leo, apparently. Did you hear that, Leo? That you're in the bye week. If we look at the playoffs right now, you're in the bye week. It's supposed to be Dave, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, it should be Dave, but
I don't know.
He hasn't updated it.
So, before our next segments, wanna have a commercial break?
Okay.
Do you like that fart spray smell that appears in the air when you fucking fart? I do. I love it when a man smells like fart spray coming out of his room or coming out of his house. I wish they invent some sort of fragrance that somebody can put on themselves We have just the thing! Fart spray fragrance. You can now spray yourself with your favorite fart spray smells, and you don't even have to fart. What if they love fart spray smell so much? This drink helps you fart more. Okay. Do you love that special fucking fragrance of fart spray? Do you love smelling that shit every time you fart? Well, guess what? You don't have to force that fart out anymore. No more eating celery. Is it celery what makes you fart? Asparagus? Beans. And now, introducing Fart Spray dating app. Do you...
You know what I'm gonna do, dude? That's it. Stop talking. I'm gonna get every single one of the things you need.
Fart Spray. Do what your ass tells you to do. Oh, wow. That was a commercial.
Great. Let's talk about the trade.
How can I lose if I'm already chose? Like, if she feeling hot, then I make that bitch frozen. I get a bitch tired every time that I post. Damn, if the party not lit, then I'd rather not go. If she feeling hot, then I make that bitch frozen. I get a bitch tired every time that I post. Damn, it's not bad, they be on my ass. I could hear you hating from the back. Balenciaga baddie got a bag. Nigga munching ate it from the back.
This is going to be a big segment right now. You guys are going to hear a lot. Trades are happening. Trades are a thing. It's almost like a virus.
Yeah, I think we started with a precedent in this league where we traded before the season even started because the draft was so early that it just became customary. We are going to do a lot of trades this season.
We're gonna at the moment in a few moments we're gonna speak to you about all the trades that happened, which there are a lot of trades. We have a little special presentation at the end.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So, but are we gonna talk about the trades right now?
I just said that we were gonna talk about the trades, and we have a special.
Oh, okay.
presentation.
Okay.
You son of a
So
bitch,
let's talk about the league trendsetters, because after this trade, all trade hell gates opened and everything broke. Every demon.
The
broke
thing
loose.
is, I woke up and Justin Jefferson was on IR. I got rocked. His fucking bitch ass hamstring. So I had to think. I had to figure out what to do, and I hit Leo up in the morning. That same morning, we made a trade. And the funny part is that everybody is upset at how even it was, for the most part.
Yeah, because the thing is, in this league, everyone who trades, one person loses the trade like super super badly, and then the other one benefits a lot.
Exactly. Yeah.
And I mean, it just goes to show that some people trade just to trade, just to say, "Oh, I traded," right? Example: bring us trades, and doesn't make his team better. It makes his team so much more worse. And you know that's the standard, I guess, in this league. But we had a very even trade. I traded away Devontae Smith. It had to be done because I was suffering in the running back depth category.
And I gave him one of my closest boys,
Yeah,
Kyron Williams.
He will be taken care of.
I spent $42 for him, you know.
Good.
But I get back somebody somebody got probably in the second round. So
Yeah, it was like third round. But
Third round.
third round of the turn of the first, so yeah, basically second round.
So I needed a receiver. Jefferson's down. Help me out, you know.
Yeah. And then let's read the reactions of the people on the chat. Andy with laugh out loud, la 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 la. And then Bringa said, smells like a dead fucking rat. I don't know what that's supposed to mean, bro. I think you smell like a dead fucking rat. And then
I don't know what that was supposed to mean. It was weird.
yeah, and then Marcos said,
that's probably a text. A text is saying that smells like a dead rat.
yeah, so probably.
That's funny, dude.
For sure, dude. I
That's
think
hilarious.
you got it. And then Marcos, that's such a fair. Bro, it's so boring. I literally can't finish the sentence. I'm falling asleep.
Yeah, wake up, man.
Yeah. All right. Next, the next trade that went through. Let's see. The next trade. Okay, a trade between Bill and Frank. Amari Cooper
Oh,
gets sent to Bill in exchange for Jerome Ford, the running back for Cleveland.
You see, that wasn't a bad one either.
That's an even trade as
That's
well.
even trade.
Yeah.
Bill is a respectable trading partner. Frank is losing bad right now.
Frank is suffering.
Frank is suffering bad right now, and I think this is the only way that he's going to be able to rejuvenate his team.
Yeah, and hopefully it works, you know. The next trade, this one was what you would call a blockbuster. For me, it's just a bunch of foolish player movement. Marcos, after a very inspiring top scoring performance for the league, decides to do what Marcos does best, which is be an idiot. Marcos said, "Oh man, I scored so much. Finally, my team is reacting. Finally, my team is this super powerful.
Do it better.
Team. I don't want to because I will fall asleep.
Do it better.
My team is. Sorry, I fell asleep. Sorry. I can't, dude. I really can't. I can't. I will fall asleep. I promise you. He's like, oh fuck, man, my team. Oh man, it's so fucking awesome. Let me trade away everything. Let me challenge myself to put myself into another hole.
So what did he do?
He got James Conner, who is
on IR.
On IR. Good job. So, all right. He got CeeDee Lamb, which is on a super uninspiring team that usually is winning their games by a lot, so they don't use him. Mm-hmm. And Ramondre Stevenson on a team that is losing so much all the time that they don't even use their running backs. So you're talking about 3 useless players. He gave away Christian Kirk, a super good player, Jacoby Myers, another great player, and Jahmyr Gibbs, one of the top running backs of the league. Guys, we're talking about 3 players that he gave away to his division mate.
For shitty fucking shit.
Now, that's called balance, guys. That's called balancing out things. It's a strategy that a lot of foolish people do. And cool. Frank is the all-out winner. He comes up on Jahmyr Gibbs and Jerome Ford. Comes up on Christian Kirk, Jacoby Myers. That's
pretty good.
That's straight up
pretty good.
That's a new roster, a new base, a new,
Who sent them that?
The Jerome Ford was with Bill.
But who sent them that one?
Sent him Jahmyr Gibbs, Christian Kirk, and Jacoby Myers.
Yeah.
Yeah, Marcos.
You said Marcos and I just zoned out.
I know, dude. It happens.
I zoned out, dude.
It really does.
I was thinking about going home and smoking and shit.
It's so crazy, dude. It's just anything that has to do with Marcos just automatically repels you from having any sort of attention.
I feel like when you have to trade with Marcos, he calls you and he's like, "Hey, Frank, I have a trade offer for you." And Frank is like, "You just send it. I'll accept it. Just send it. Just fucking send it.
Please just stop talking."
Send it, please.
Right? Yeah.
And then that's how he gets it. That's how he gets
Yeah.
the trades. But you know what? This time, it was a bad one.
Yeah. I mean, most of the time it's
You used your boring powers for bad.
The last trade. Another foolish trade by Bringus.
Giving away his team, right?
Giving away his team. Giving away the best players on his team. He gives away Devon Achane and Dameon Pierce. 2 running backs.
Yeah.
For the prices of 1 running back.
Who do you get?
He gets
James Cook?
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
I guess it's a okay running back. He hasn't scored over 19 points yet. Just a solid 13 points, 14 points, 5 points, 10 points. It's not that good of a running back. He loses Devon Achane that's putting up 21, 27, 51.
The thing with Achane is that he might not be back for a while, so it makes sense.
I mean, I guess it makes sense. So it's basically Dameon Pierce for James Cook?
For the most part.
Yeah, but Achane, the day he does come back, is a useful player.
I think David's going to have to...
Let's see some of the league reactions. Freddy with laugh my ass off. Bill with what an idiot. Leo with LOL in capital letters. Freddy following up with what a joke. Leo following up with what a last place watch thing to do. Freddy with a you last place watch people are funny. Leo with Get Rocked, insert name here. Recycling shit within the same division. You know, guys, it gets everybody fucking riled up when
like
people make dumb trades.
that we've made Last Place Watch, LPW, into a slur, and people don't like it.
Yeah,
I don't think people like it because
it's offensive.
It's offensive at this point.
It's being used in other leagues too, like in other chats.
I don't know. I don't know about that, but
We're trendsetters, dude. What can we say?
But here's what I want. Here's what I wanted to bring you guys today. I went out. I've been noticing some things happening in the league, and yes, ladies and gentlemen, I fucking noticed it. I noticed everything. So, ladies and gentlemen, I wanted to bring to you guys something that I worked on. There's something going on, like a virus. People are getting sick. I would almost say that these three people are fantasy football psychic vampires. Do you know what that is?
I mean, it's kind of in the context clues.
Do you know what a psychic
someone
vampire
who
is?
just drains your energy through just telepathy rather than physical blood sucking?
Yeah. Have you seen that show?
Yeah.
Okay. So if you've seen
That show.
What We Do in the Shadows, it's that one character that's, though he's just so boring and he just
energy
sucks your
vampire.
energy vampire, Well, these guys suck away your fucking trading energy. And these three guys go by Sean, Marcos, and Dave. Trading in fantasy football is a very sensitive thing. A lot of time, emotions put into it. Today I want to talk to you about three people who are probably the most toxic traders on earth. Many people of the league successfully trade with each other. Fair trades even. But if you or a loved one have ever traded with one of these three guys, you may be entitled to some compensation. People around the league are not shy to speak about some of the stories and things that have happened.
Did I ever tell you about that time that David offered me 74 fab for Stephon Diggs? Yeah, wild. And then Marco was like, yeah, it's a good trade, but I can't do that right now.
But sometimes the harshest of words come from the people themselves. Here's what they have to think about each other.
Marco's the worst, obviously. Marco thinks that he's like some sort of strategist. Spends time fucking offering you garbage.
It's really bad to trade with Dave. There's always like a bad stigma or something. It's like cursed whenever you trade with him. Things don't always work out well.
Shanzi will spend so long trying to convince you that a player he has value, even though he's trying to drop said player. And then he'll offer you starters. He'll try to get your starters for that said player who he's going to drop. Trading with him is impossible. He uses his nice nature to get you reeled in, and then nothing ends up happening. It's like the worst form of blue balls. I guess you could call them Sean balls. I don't know. The both of them combined might be the worst trade philosophies I've ever seen. Maybe they should trade each other. That would be a hoot.
And lastly, the most toxic one of them all.
Actually, I've had no issues trading with Dave or Marcos. Well, Marcos more non-existent, but Dave, we had a great trade. I'm very happy.
Even he doesn't know the damage he's doing. Here's what somebody who's looking from afar has to say about this situation as well.
Honestly, I'm hurt because they haven't sent me a trade.
Even though they're not trading, they feel everything. Please, stay away from these three guys. You may get sick, may make your team worse. Fuck you guys. So at the end of the day, if fuck these guys, fuck them in this fart spray.
Super, yeah. Let's talk about matchups before we bid everyone farewell. Week 6. We're getting close to the halfway of the season, but not yet, so I'm not going to talk about that. Next week, we have a lot of uneven matchups. There's no teams that are projected to tie. I'll start off with we had the Brother Bowl already. We also had the La Bros and La Bowl. Now we have the Hermanos Bowl, which is Adrian versus Ron. They claim to be each other's father.
Oh, that's right.
But if you, so like, let's say I say that I am your father, but you say that you are my father, what does that make us? Brothers. Kind of. So,
this is...
It's kind of weird, you know. It's like Adrian calls Ronald his son.
Breaking
Ronald
news.
calls himself Adrian's father. It's
waivers have just passed. You got the Buccaneers.
Yeah, that was a long time ago.
I got Michael Wilson.
Good.
And Marcos got Jackson Smith and Jigba.
All right, I don't care. Okay. So yeah, Adrian versus Ronald. Adrian, come on, man. Let's go. Let's beat this boy. Come on. Freddy, you want to talk about your matchup?
I'm going against Bringus.
Please. I mean, I don't care. Do what you want to him, bro, honestly.
I mean, he's doing it to himself.
Exactly. Let's see how good all those
it's gonna be a good matchup. I hope my trade works out with you and Smith does well. I'm worried about Roshan. I don't have a running back too, so there you go. But I needed a receiver. And hopefully if the Vikings start winning, I can get Justin Jefferson back and later in the season and I have a flex. I just need a second running back. But you know what? Fuck it. I'm hoping that all my players score a lot so that way it makes up for the points that Roshan doesn't.
Next matchup.
Yeah.
Dave. No, I'm sorry. That's Sean. Fucking Sean, bro.
Yeah, but change your fucking life, dude. God damn it, man.
Sean going against Danny. If we can vote for a boring match of the week, I think it'd be that one.
It's called the Boring Bowl.
The Boring Bowl. Yes. The Boredom Bowl. Oof. I think I know what game of the week is, but we'll talk about it last. I go against Frank. That one, Frank has a new revitalized team. If I said I was not worried, I would be lying. A new revitalized team, a new base, 2 new running backs, 2 new wide receivers, and the urge to win. I think Frank is not your typical last place watch team. He's actually making his team better through strategic trades.
Yeah.
Through movements.
Trying to get out of last place.
He's trying to get out of last place.
Not trying to stay in there.
Rather than, victimizing himself and all that shit.
Exactly.
And just trading away the only pieces that are going to get him out of it,
Yeah.
He traded in players. So Frank is scary. But I need to bounce back. I'm 0-2 last 2 weeks. So we'll see how that goes. Do you want to talk about Marcos versus Bill?
Marcos versus Bill. That one is going to be a close game, apparently. If I'm being honest, I want both of them to lose.
Yeah.
So here's the thing. I need Bill to lose. I want Marcos to lose.
Yes.
That's different.
I understand
Need
that.
and want.
It's one of those things.
Because I don't hate Bill. I don't hate his team. Unfortunately, he's in my division, so I have to hope for the best of the worst for him. The best of the worst is for him to make the playoffs with me, but not over me. That's what I want, because I like him.
Yeah,
but,
exactly.
But Marcos can, as my Canadian friends like to say, he can fuck a gopher.
Yeah.
Because there's a gopher problem in Canada.
Wait, who's from Canada? Bill?
My friend from Canada.
Oh. Who could fuck a gopher?
Marcos.
Oh.
Fuck a gopher.
Yeah, he got fuck a gopher. That would be cool. All right. So let's talk about, for me, what is going to be game of the week.
I think I thought the same, yeah.
So these two guys, they've been best friends for a long time. I think they are one of the most longest lasting best friendship of all the friends in this league. They have this ritual, especially when Dave was still living in Miami, where they would sleep over each other's house. And you know how like in It's Always Sunny, Frank and Charlie they live together and they sleep together, and they played night crawlers.
Yes.
Dave and Andy have a similar tradition when they slept over each other's house. They would play worms. I don't think anyone in the league, including myself and probably you, knows what worms is.
No.
So I think right now would be a good opportunity to make an assumption of what worms is. What it sounds like to me is I feel like they basically they'll get like pants, right? And they'll cut the pants in half, and then they'll just stick themselves into the sleeve of the pant.
You think they're the worm?
They become the worms.
And
what they do is they'll just like crawl like worms around Dave's room or Andy's room, and they try to wrestle each other, but without using their arms or legs. They're just worms.
I thought what it was is that somebody put their fingers up in the air and you cover them in the blanket. They wiggle their fingers like worms, and then the other person has to go
with their mouth
suck on the finger, and then they remove that like a
That's a good theory.
like whack-a-mole, you know?
Yeah.
So it's fingers, and they go, and, oh fuck,
yeah,
and then they move their finger, and you know?
Yeah. I think those are two viable theories. But it's just stuck. It's always stuck with me when Dave would be like, "Oh, Andy, you want to come over and play worms?" And it's just like, damn, dude, I don't know anybody who would be intrigued by that. But Andy was all for it. He's like, "Oh, hell yeah, Dave." So the Worm Bowl or the Worms Bowl, I don't know.
Worm Bowl. So
yeah,
I think this is looking like maybe Andy might have a chance in this game.
I hope so. Andy, it's your chance, man. You're 2-0 in the last 2 weeks. Let's make it 3-0, buddy. Let's get to 3-3 against Dave. Knock him down a bit. Yeah?
Yeah. Number 2 versus number 9. This is going to be the Worm Bowl.
The Worm Bowl.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. All right. I mean, that's all that we got, bros.
Yeah, just want to say, bro, chill. Bill, you've been silent. You've been ignoring my request for voice messages, and that's fine. You're a busy man. You're a fucking busy guy. You got stuff to do. You got people to fucking take care of. You know what I'm talking about. But it's not the podcast's fault, all right? So send us a message, Because
just send us a message, see how you're doing, bro.
Just send us, tell us what's up. I had hair in my mouth.
We are concerned a little bit.
Tell us what's up. And I even heard that Bill had to privately, he was like, "Hey, Dave, come here. I want to talk to you in the back." And then they went to the back, and he's like, "Hey, what the fuck is up with the trading in the league, huh?"
He got pissed, yeah.
He got pissed because people were trading for no reason. There's a lot of trades that are happening that never happened. He spoke about it, but not to us.
Not to us.
Bill, I know you're fucking listening, all right? You're a funny guy. We said that already, all right? But you're actually a funny guy, all right? Talk to us.
Yeah, man. We're concerned. So, we can leave it at that, right?
Do you think he doesn't send messages because you make fun of?
I don't make fun of him. You make fun of him.
It's not making fun of him. I like the way I like that.
Okay. Well, maybe. Maybe he's become self-conscious.
No, man, though. All right, well, that's it.
That's it, bro.
That's it.
That's it.
She fill my mind up with ideas. I'm the highest in the room. Hope I make it out of here. She saw my eyes, she know I'm gone. I see some things that you might fear. I'm doing a show, I'll be back soon. That ain't what she wanna hear. Now I got it in my room. Legs wrapped around my beard. Got the fastest car at Zoom. Hope we make it out of here. When I'm with you, I feel alive. You say you love me, don't you lie? Don't cry my heart, don't wanna die. Keep the pistol on my side. Cases fumes. She fill my mind up with ideas. I'm the highest in the room. Hope I make it out of here. We ain't stressing about the loot. My block made a quesadilla. This not the molly, this the boat. Ain't no coming back from here. Live a life a lot familiar. It's so much gain that I can't see it. Yeah. Turn it up till they can't hear. Running around for the thrill. Yeah, dog, run my reel. Raw, I've been pouring to the real. Nah, they no back of the veil. Gorgeous, baby, keep me hard and still. It's my life, I did not choose. Been on this since we was kids. I fill my mind up with ideas. Cases fumes. She fill my mind up with ideas. I'm the highest in the room. Hope I make it out of here.